51, jump!
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, South! Hey, Tuesday!
They run, Devontae Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they get the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, line 25! 51! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you!
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
It's just me and you. Lion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Switch.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. "7-7, our score after one." Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Slam.
51, sub. Wait.
Watch the ship.
20.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Hey, Express.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Check 24. Watch 24.
21. 39. Get up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
We love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 11 yards there, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this this weekend. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check 53's mine. Switch up, switch up.
Wait.
They toss to Freeman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's get it.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
51 to my boy, 51.
Hey, wahoo!
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Rodney McLeod that time, able to knock it away. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Waiting!
59. Come to work.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 84 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A reminder, one more game on the Week 2 docket, and it's a good one from MetLife Stadium. Plenty of storylines in this one. OBJ's return. You've got Mayfield and Darnold, first 2 QBs taken last year. Browns and Jets. That's Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ram.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
No. Let's go, defense. Check three.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Check 51.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 37.
move.
Just like that. Just like that.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
Here's Ryan to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Nigel Bradham, his second sack of the night. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
11.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This is Freeman. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Freeman again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Haywood.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
You draw focus.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, 59, ready.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Past the 20, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out. Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up. Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. The action here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for